So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go. 18.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Off the play fake. Daniels. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Over the middle, he's got Lane. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They get 17 there. Good for a Commander's 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
To throw is Daniels. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The sack sets him back a full 10 yards there on 1st and goal.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
Go, check. Go, check. Ready.
They go play action. Daniels. Cockrell holds it in left side. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
19 tight. 19. Cowboy 80. Warriors 70.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Chigga Cockrell with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Commanders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Chad Ryland now to add the PAT. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Set, hut. Hut.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. The Eagles had 10-6 now on the year. But they were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 9. Throwing now, DeVito. Now he'll tuck this and run. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. When you look at this defense, they enter this one down to the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Now it's DeVito. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Jalen Lane deep for Washington. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
Panther 60. Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Panther Street, Panther Street. Hut, hut.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
19.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Let's go. Bronco 80. Steady.
Throwing now is Daniels. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Third down and 1.
Let's go now. Go.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. The return is Reed.
43 yards on the punt, return of 4.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
The Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Azeez Ojulari.
It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
To the air is DeVito.
That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
2nd and 5.
DeVito going to look to throw it. This short throw caught by Goddard. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here's DeVito.
That is caught. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
That's good for an Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
To throw is DeVito.
It's caught. Smith. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it's 2nd down.
And now they'll shift things around. To throw, it's DeVito. He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. There's a reason they call him a ball-hawking safety. It looked like he read that, Charles, and he wasn't stopping there. After he got it, he took it all the way to the house to widen their lead.
And what's interesting to me, Brandon, is that our spotter, Bruce Murray, right before that snap, pointed to his number on my play sheet. Got to see him a little bit as a ball hawk and a return man that time, didn't we? That's just the type of play they expect from him, and he delivers in a big way. Nice call, Bruce.
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
looking to put a drive together.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Devontae Smith, 48 yards. And the Eagles are back within a score.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And that one makes it 14-7.
This makes the score. Commanders 14, Eagles 7. Jake Elliott taking off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. From the 41, here's a second down and 4.
19 seconds. Warriors 70. 70. Bronco 80. Let's go.
Daniels looking to throw. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Play action, now it's Daniels. Throw to the right, caught by Okonkwo. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup.
Liking 18.
To the air goes Daniels.
Now he's going to step up and run. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this one complete to Smith. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a 1st down.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Here's 2nd and 10. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. The backfield empties out. Here's 3rd and 3.
They'll set up the throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Show some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. One-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. At the line, this Philly offense set to go. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far in the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Set. Ready.
Running again with Barkley on second down. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of 2 now.